Hey everyone, this is Ricky with Spoiler Force Podcast, courtesy of Popluck Podcast. You can find more episodes of Spoiler Force Podcast on Apple Podcast, SoundCloud, YouTube, or on Facebook at facebook.com/popluckpodcast.
Spoiler Force Podcast! I choose you!
It's an LP beat.
Alright, and we are live with Spoiler Force Podcast, episode 15 at Michigan Comic Convention. I have to always remind myself that because if I say Comic Con, it's not the right event.
It's still the same thing.
Yeah.
It's just shortened. But then they're not allowed to use the shortened version.
Yeah, but so pretty much we spent the whole day here, or the second day here. I only bought passes for the Saturday event. So I'm here with a new guest as well, along with Andrew Lee and his boss, right?
We don't like to use boss.
Or
I am
team
his.
leader.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
His team leader.
team leader.
We work together.
Yeah. So,
Juan Rosado.
yeah. So thank you, Juan, for being a part of the podcast as well.
I mean, he doesn't ever shut up. You know that, right?
No, he can be a part of it.
I'm trying hard right now.
I'd like to have his opinions as well, because I know he watches anime. Because I've been to your place that one time when we played Smash Brothers, and you demolished the shit out of us.
A lot of practice, a lot of years.
But yeah, man, I'm just gonna start off with how I pretty much just started off my day with Comic-Con. I took a lift here in the morning. I was trying to promote the podcast more by like doing giveaways and stuff, but it was just too hectic. You saw I was buying prints earlier today, and then I was trying to hand out cards after taking photos of cosplayers and just trying to give out my business card as well. And then like I ended up leaving my prints behind at one of the booths, and I freaked out. So we went back. Turns out the booth was called Anime Oils, which is where I got these, the Demon Slayer
And
artwork.
these are, for those who can't see,
Yeah, these are Demon Slayer commission artwork. I paid $50 for both. It didn't take the girl too long. I thought they turned out great. I really liked her artwork for Nezuko. What I did was I just gave them the, I guess like a photo of what they look like, and she just kind of drew out what she thought was like good enough for the canvas here. So Nezuko, I thought Nezuko turned out pretty well. For Tanjiro, his color scheme's a little bit different because I didn't want her to like do a full color, so she did it in black and white, and she only did like the red across his scar and colored in his eyes. So that I thought it turned out well. I wish she kind of did a little bit more in the empty space in the lower left-hand corner, like kind of shaded or something, but it's okay. But yeah, so shout out to Anime Oils as well. I just followed them on Instagram and Facebook as well, so I'll be posting that on our Facebook page. And yeah, man. So who did you meet today, Andrew? You met
well, the
Walter?
very first
Yeah.
thing I did is, because I knew if I didn't do that, and I would never get it and wait forever for it. So I went straight to Walter Jones's booth, because Walter Jones, if you guys don't know him, which I don't know why some of you guys don't know him, if you guys don't know him, unless you guys weren't a kid growing up with him. He played the Black Ranger for the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the original Black Ranger, and then he got fired. Him and two other cast members, they walked off because pay. I would have done the same thing, but he's a Black Ranger, and it was very important for me to meet him because growing up he was my first favorite Power Ranger compared to like Jason and the other ones. Before Tommy came along, he was my first favorite Power Ranger because he was more flashy when he did all the cool dance move, and he added that with his martial arts compared to your typical punching kicks and roundhouse kicks. It's like he was different, and also like what made him more my favorite was because I don't know if you guys remember. I remember like the VHS tapes that they had like cool looking artwork in the front of it. I had that. I had his birthday episode on the VHS, and that's why I watched that over and over again. Basically, that VHS tape of that episode was all him. So
Okay.
that's the only thing I was able to watch over and over again of the Power Rangers at that time. Because we don't have. I mean, it was like 1995.
Yeah.
we don't have internet, so it's like
Right.
I was alive. I was
Yeah, you were
watching.
alive.
I was an adult.
We couldn't watch it like on DVR or Netflix or anything like before. We just stuck to what we had.
Right.
So
Try to
I
just
watched
find
that.
all the
I even named
VHS saves.
I even named a dog after Zach.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So that's
You named your dog the
named
Black
the dog,
Power Ranger?
yeah Zach. Yeah, Black Power. Yeah, Zach.
Oh, Zach. Okay, I
Zach.
get it.
The literal.
Zach.
Come here, Black Power Ranger.
So we named him Zach, and then of course Jason David Frank came along and played Tommy, and
Yeah.
he was
He was the best at that. He would
He
do
was
that.
the best at-
See,
even though he didn't do much, now that you're older and you go back and you learn all this stuff, that he actually didn't do much after his character actually died in Japan. So like they just kind of recycled clips, and like all the American clips that they had, like, or what they used, he wasn't in any of those clips. He wasn't fighting any monsters.
Interesting.
Yeah, but because he was more flashy, just being himself on the scenes, it's like, oh cool, Green Ranger. But yeah, so Buster Jones was the first thing I had to go do, and he was cool. I mean, before, like, he seemed pretty cool before me, and then when I got to him, kind of seemed out of it already. Maybe because I already saw what he did with the other guests, or you can only you can only keep up with so much, and it was cool. He taught me how to hold the morpher the right way when we took our picture.
Did you get anything signed by him?
Yeah, I got my Funko Pop signed. It's in the car.
Okay.
But yeah,
Oh, you did get your shirt signed?
no, I wanted something where I could just put on display. I wear this shirt. I'm not gonna,
Walk around with the
I'm not
autographed
gonna
shirt.
walk around with an autographed shirt. Say,
Yeah, I guess.
yeah.
I guess because he could have wrote it in black in one of the black areas. It would be there. No one else has to know. It'll be your little secret between you two.
I don't like just displaying shirts. It's better to display like toys or artwork with autographs on there. But I debated if I want to get his autograph, because it was like before I saw that they had a combo deal, it was like 40 for one or the other. But then at the combo deal of $60. All right, might as well throw instead of paying $80. Saves me more money. I could buy more artwork. But yeah, I got that signed, and he taught me to hold it more for the right way, and then he was reminding me that he used to live here locally. Well, he asked if I lived around here. I'm like, yeah, I live like 20 minutes away, and oh yeah, I grew up here. Like, yeah, I know. I mean, fans, I know. So how's it like being back in town? Yeah, I just ate a lot, obviously, and then now I posted a picture on Facebook, and I got like people claiming, oh yeah, I went to school with his sister. We didn't believe her, and so he came and pick her up. Or then a friend of mine that I met earlier, yeah, my friend dated his someone, or my friend's in-law dated him back in the day. Like, okay, cool.
You know how cool that would be to know the Black Ranger as a kid growing up watching that show? That's crazy.
Yeah.
And just to see like how he was from here, and then next thing you know, he was on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was cool. I met him, and I debated if I want to go meet Rob Paulson or not, but because he's also an inspiration to me too. But my thing with cons, Ricky would know, is how much how much of a effect did they put on me growing up.
Yeah.
And so, if I really had to spend money, I would spend it on the ones who made it a bigger influence, like my whole life compared to just recently. And I bought a few artwork from a dude that goes to the Mont Pontiac Church up in which in Waterford, but
I think
Stan.
I have their cards. Let me take a look.
We have a lot of cards, dude.
Well, most of these are the ones I was passing out, but what was this? Digital Start by Stan Moore. That's who we went to his booth. He had you bought the Midoriya artwork and the Broly artwork from him.
Yeah.
And then he had another buddy that was there too. I don't know if this is his. Paranormal Research by Tom Norringham. Is that who was he? That's the guy that was at his booth too.
Yeah, he does paranormal research.
I don't know. That's the card he gave me.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. So shout out to those guys as well. I mean,
I like
it was
stuff.
pretty cool. I never thought I'd see a Hmong person having a booth at Comic-Con, especially at a small one here. So that's pretty cool. Juan, did you meet anyone today, or you just scoped around the event?
So yeah, I was walking around, seeing what cool things there are to buy. I found a lot, from magnets to flasks, which is always fun.
Is that where? Yeah, we saw Foxhound's. Our team name, Juan's team.
Akira Toriyama, Metal Gear Solid. Copyright.
Is
Is it easy? You can't tell people we have that, you know?
Is it really? I mean, I thought it was just. It's all.
It's modified. Yeah, we took
Modified?
the dagger out of the fox's mouth and we inserted a telephone. Ha, it's cute. But other things I found, a lot of T-shirts. I'm a sucker for like gag shirts, so I found a bunch of those. Posters, man, I love posters. I can't wait tomorrow. I'm gonna come back and buy them all up and probably spend $100 and leave with like 5 things.
$100 not gonna give you 5 things.
Yeah, you're right. Let's be real. It's got to be one of those deals of like 1 for 40 or 2 for 100. I'm like, oh, I think that's a deal.
Right.
The stuff that I want are like 30 to 60 bucks for just one. Like I originally had the mindset of buying, like a metal print or a foil print.
Yeah.
But they're like
$60.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, never mind.
I mean, some of them looked pretty cool too, but I wouldn't drop that much just for a foiled print like that.
Yeah.
And like on one of the booths I went to, I bought 4. I got 4 prints, but it was like buy 2 get 2 free. So I was like, I couldn't pass that up. I paid $40. I got like a Naruto and Sasuke portrait, and then I got a My Hero Academia with the students, and like it's more like a I guess like a portrait of like the students and then looking outwards, so you see the horizon. And then the 4th one was like a geisha Japanese like styled art, so I bought that.
Oh yeah, I saw that. It looks super cool. They had like the whole scene from Star Wars, Jabba the Hutt's little palace, with like the bands playing and everything,
Yeah.
but it's all done in that type of art. It was sweet looking.
Yeah, so I bought some of that, and then I bought a Midoriya statue. I couldn't help myself. We were like looking around, and like we saw all the smaller figurines, and I was like, man, they're not really catching my eye. But then that one Midoriya statue is by Band Presto, or no, I don't think it's by Band Presto, but it's one of those ones. But it was pretty solid. It had a really good detailed features, and I'm like, damn, I'm a sucker. I bought it. Yeah,
Hey,
and then
man, you bought what you love, so
yeah.
it was a good purchase.
yeah, and then like earlier today too, I met Veronica Taylor, who's the original voice actress for Ash. That was pretty dope because I was first in line for that line. So I
Ash is dead, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
He's dead. Rest in peace.
And I got to
multiple times.
Rest in peace twice.
yeah. No, he taught kids how to take L's, man. Like, there's no more characters like that.
He's the biggest loser in all anime. He can't win us. No, he won the Orange Islands, I think.
Yeah, he won one league.
He won the Orange Islands.
You're not
the
gonna sit
minor-
here and just disrespect Ash Ketchum like that, okay, man? Like, come on. He's an OG.
He won like a league, but then like he was teaching kids like it's okay to take an L, man. Like that was the
learned so
purpose of
much.
his character. And
Learned so much.
I mean, but yeah, I met Veronica Taylor. I was first in line when I met her, and then like I was so hyped because like I was trying not to like choke up to when I met her, because like I've been wanting to meet her like forever. So when I got to talk to her, I was telling her like how much her acting meant to me as a kid growing up, because we all grew up playing Pokemon on the Game Boys, watching the show on TV, and she's one of the very few like pioneers of American dub that we watched, especially with a big like brand like Pokemon, And so I was telling her all that, and then I asked her, I was like, so what do you think, how would Ash react to his Pikachu if his Pikachu was the Detective Pikachu from the film? So meaning like her Ash and Ryan Reynolds Pikachu going at it, and she was like, oh, I didn't like it. I liked the movie, but I didn't like I won't like the dynamic between them two, because Detective Pikachu is too sassy for Ash, and he won't listen to him. And I thought about it, I'm like, that's true. I mean, the sarcastic humor of Ryan Reynolds, he would probably tell Ash what to do. He'd probably tell Ash to go battle instead of him, And then I met Rob Paulson as well. I grew up with his voice. He's iconic. He played Yakko and a bunch of Nickelodeon characters. He's on Ninja Turtles. And he had his own podcast, Talking Tunes.
Carl Weezer.
Yeah, and like when I met him, I told him, I'm like, dude, like the fact that he was from Michigan inspired me too. But I told him, like, dude, you're the reason why I started a podcast, man. It's because of his passion, and like he's so charismatic with what he does. I mean, he does repeat a lot of things that he says as well, but he's so passionate with every guest that he has, and it's not about, like he was telling me, he was like, it wasn't about the money, it was about exposure, and it was about expressing your passions on any platform. So I just want to say thank you to Rob Paulson for that encouraging message as well.
He has the nicest teeth.
Yeah, he
ever.
does. He has nice teeth. That was the
Like-
first thing I recognized.
It's like if you're walking by his booth and you see him smiling, just look at his teeth. It's like, dude, like he has a perfect set of teeth. They're nice and white, and they stand out like. You know,
It's
you
like,
don't
yeah,
look-
like when I took the picture of them, I was like, damn, I should just cover my mouth because my teeth look bad compared to his.
when we sat in their panel, like most of what I saw was his teeth. Like they're nice and straight. They're just gorgeous. Like never in my life would ever compliment someone's teeth. They're just gorgeous.
Yeah, but he was a great person to meet, man. Like I really regret not meeting him when he was at Motor City. So I wanted to take the time to meet him today. And yeah, I mean, like meeting those two voice actors today really like pretty much made my day today. Because earlier today, Phil Lamar, who did the voice for Green Lantern and Samurai Jack, I found out he canceled today, or he canceled the event. And then I don't know if you watched.
He's like, I can't scream anymore. Samurai Jack was just full of him screaming. Every 2 seconds.
Like, and I wanted him to do his Ollie Williams voice from Family Guy. Like, it's gonna rain. You know, like, I wanted him to do
That's the
that.
same guy. I didn't even realize.
Yeah, it's the same.
Oh, that's
guy.
awesome.
I had my Green Lantern Funko Pop in my bag. I was so excited, and I was like, "Where's his booth at?" I refreshed the page. He's canceled. And then the same thing with I don't know if you watched the Daredevil Netflix, but the girl who played Elektra, she was supposed to be here too. And
Yep.
she canceled.
Instead, they brought in Wes or Jason Flint from Time Force and also the Blue Ranger.
Yeah, two
Don't
other.
don't know his name, but I met Jason Flint like years ago, my first year of wrestling.
But they didn't even have like a table. They had like an artist alley.
They just had a booth.
Yeah.
And it wasn't really like.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, and he also played Leon on Resident Evil 4.
Yep,
So
yep.
it's cool. And he's a cool guy. He's just like him and JDF are like buddies, and they're always seen together, and you know these new incarnations of the Power Rangers are like the reunion shows and everything, and they're doing that new white Legend of the White Dragon.
Oh yeah,
show
this
together.
isn't like a Kickstarter event.
Yeah.
Like him and like some other Power Rangers.
Yep.
All funded this.
Yep. So he's cool, and this is cool to see the Blue Ranger, the Time Force Ranger, even though you know.
Now, Juan, when you were looking around at the convention floor, was there anything like that caught your eye besides the flask and all that stuff, like the artwork? Anything like caught your eye?
No, for sure. So I'm in this like relationship with buying a gigantic Gundam. Like I want to do it, but then I'm like, no, that's dumb. I shouldn't do that. It wouldn't even fit my little micro studio. But man, every time I see one, I'm like, that looks so cool. But then I can only find the ones that I gotta put together. I don't want that. I just want one already built for me. It's huge. I can just look at it all day.
Well, what else are you doing with your life?
Well, I do random podcasts with friends on the side. Juan Rosado, podcast extraordinaire. Just kidding.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't too big on building Gundams as a kid because like I would always get it as like for a Christmas present because I watched the show. But my dad would be like, "Give me that shit," and like, and he'd build it. So I'm like, "Okay, you can keep it then," because I'm not building it.
Got it. So I'll buy it. Your dad builds it. Boom.
Yeah,
Done.
but what sucked was like, you think it looked like the box, and then you realize you got to buy the paint. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh, see right there. That's
Yeah.
I don't want that. Just give it to me done. There should be a booth where someone buys those figures,
Right.
does them for you, and you just buy those.
And they just have it like already preset in a box or something.
Yep.
That way you don't have to ruin the.
You know who has the best collection of anything I've seen? I just seen it recently. Like, you know Jackie, or my friend Jackie, Nixon and Donnie's brother. Donnie has. I've never been there in their basement ever, and I've been at that place like multiple times. I've been over there a lot, but never went downstairs. And when I went downstairs, I was like, oh my gosh, like his whole entire basement is full of like anime figures and Gundams already done. The other side's a studio.
I think I've seen it. Downey's the guy who does music.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I see.
yeah.
He had like the glass cases, and it's all like finished product. And
Yeah,
it's,
dude,
like,
that's a whole basement full of glass. Like, dude, like this is more than a museum. Like you go here, you see all these people like this, or like the stores, you'll see their displays and stuff, or you know that anime store at Great Lakeside.
Yeah.
It's like bigger than that. I'm like, dude, like holy shit, like I've never seen that collection.
It's to the point
like
where
this.
like, are you sure you're not hoarding that stuff? You know?
Yeah, it's like Dude, it's the biggest collection I've ever seen, like, from anyone ever. Like, I thought my Uncle Ben, who collects all these Dragon Balls, was great, but now, like, dude, this is like a store, like a museum. Like I'll pay $5 just to see this stuff.
Like, give me a tour. Like, where's your first item?
Like, he'll have like random stuff, even though like random Game Boy games just there just to be there, or like the old Dragon Ball trading card game. Like, he'll just have a card there just to kind of go along with the collection. I'm like, dude, like, this is the sweetest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Now, Juan, I know you're a big anime person too. So
Yes.
Have you watched anything like recent at all? Like any of the new summer stuff, like Doctor Stone or Demon Slayer or Fire Force?
So I am so behind right now. I'm being very lazy. The only stuff I caught up on was One Punch Man Season 2, which ended just out of nowhere for me. I didn't know how to handle it. I was like, wait a minute, the show's over? I have to wait another, 2 years for another season?
Well, Ricky can tell you everything that happens next.
Yeah, I read the mangas, but I won't spoil it for you unless you want me to.
What? See, what's cool, I guess unique about myself is you can't ruin anything for me because I'll hear about it, but when I have to be in the moment watching it myself, and I'll have a completely different view of it. So
See, I wish I could be like that. I'm not. I'm the complete opposite. Someone says something like slight, like you see Saitama fight someone. I'm like, why? It's like, why say something to me? Like, don't even mention that Saitama has hair, like a little hair follicle. Like,
right.
Don't say nothing. I start tripping balls. But then, like, I'm such an ass too, where I'm like, so you want to know what happened in My Hero? Like,
I'll tell you everything you want to know right now.
He'll screenshot like a page from the manga and like post it on Facebook. And my buddy's trying to be like, why? What the hell, man? You just spoiled everything.
It's literally like a panel of just Midoriya smiling, and then our buddy Chen would be like, spoilers. What are you doing? I'm like, it's Midoriya smiling. It's not like you're not gonna see him do that.
He's ever once smiled, so
It's to the point where, like, me and him read comics, like, start saying comics, he'll actually message me first before he posts something. I'm like,
Right.
hey, did you read it yet? Because if not, I'm
not
gonna post
posting.
something.
Yeah.
I'm like, hold on, let me go read it real quick. All right, you can post it.
But what did you think of the finale for One Punch Man, where he destroys the Centipede King?
So, listen, it was awesome. I think I was most fascinated with how let me make sure I get his name right. It's Silver Fang, I believe, his master, and then Bang, his brother, just beat the crap out of him. The main villain's name was Garo?
Yeah, Garo.
Garo, yes. They kicked his butt. You thought it would be more of like a back and forth. They just gave him the business, and he had no shot of winning. By the way, Andrew, have you seen it yet, or did I just wrote it for you? Did I just?
I probably forget.
Woo,
Right now, I'm like out of it.
Okay, good.
I think I'm kind of catching a fever a little bit.
You could be dying. That could be a thing.
Start with that burger we ate earlier.
No, I think it started happening like a little bit before the burger, but like I made it through it. I think it's just like the because I think I have a king's sword in my tongue, so it's hitting a nerve. So
It's called herpes, Andrew.
I'll give it to you.
Oh. Promise? But
Guaranteed.
let's make our way back to anime here. One Punch Man, the ending. Yeah, they gave him the business, and it was kind of interesting. Like an episode before that, Gohan was on One Punch Man.
Yes, the guy in the tracksuit.
Yeah, the tracksuit guy.
Yes,
He was sweet.
Yes. Yeah, and then like I like how they showed like how each hero had some sort of run-in with Saitama, right? Where King met Saitama before he went bald. And,
Yep.
and then now this Gohan lookalike character met Saitama too, and he still had hair. So like they kind of give Saitama some sort of credit that he never gets,
Yep.
which I think is hilarious because he's so powerful, but no one recognizes him.
Yeah, no, I love the dynamic of that show. You just love everyone else. Like the character development for everyone in that show is amazing. That's why I also like My Hero Academia. Same thing. Like I get it. Like Deku, you're cool and all, but man, do I love everyone else on that show. Shoto, Ketchon, All Might for sure. All Might for days. But yeah, everyone else. Like Saitama, Deku, Naruto. Forget those guys. Give me all the characters around them and put them in their own show, and that'd be the greatest show ever made.
You know, like with a lot of these main characters, it's like you know that they have some sort of plot armor. So when you see all these side characters, it's like the best ever because you don't know what's going to happen to them. which I think My Hero does that so well because everyone knows Midoriya. He's the one telling the story, so you know he's gonna survive unless the writer just decides to write him off. But you know he's gonna be the one at the end winning. So when you see everyone else develop, like Kirishima, Bakugo, Ida, Todoroki, you see all of them develop their powers and see like they look a lot better than Midoriya. Like their powers are way better. Like at least it's more flashy, like. And then, but everyone has a great character build-up in My Hero, which I think that's why it's so good. And and have you seen that trailer for the second movie?
No, I have not yet.
I tagged you in that.
Are you sure?
I did.
Because I'll tell you what, after, the first movie came out, I goes, hey, how was it? And you were like, man, it was so good. That night, I randomly, I was hanging out with a friend, a nice lady, and I tricked her to go see this movie with me. And she's never watched an anime in her life. Thank God that happened. But the whole time I was so excited. That movie was so sweet. And then when they did a double Detroit smash at the end, I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I almost wanted to. I felt like a kid.
No, I get chills every time I watch that scene, man. It's just like the music kicks in, and you see Midoriya and All Might just working together, man.
You just want to cry when you see that happen. Like, oh my gosh, you're so good. So emotional.
Yep. And then the Go Beyond Plus Ultra too. All of it was it was so good. So I am excited to see. I guess I didn't know there was a trailer for the new movie.
They released it earlier last month. And so the writer himself confirmed that it's gonna gear towards the end of the actual series.
Okay.
And so, I don't know if you read the manga yet, but I caught details from the manga that's already in there. So you see different looks of Midoriya has a little bit of detail differences if you really break down that trailer and look. And also it's more. I think it's more geared towards Bakugo now, where instead of the first movie was about Midoriya and All Might, I think the second one's gonna be about Midoriya and Bakugo. So and I'm excited for it. I mean, reading the manga right now, the latest chapter came out this week too, and so it's this latest arc was geared towards the villains' development. So you learn about the League of Villains individually, because they go on a fight against this other group, and then just the turnout of it is insane. I don't want to say anymore because I know you haven't seen it yet. But I just want to hype it up for you, hon. I don't want to tell you the exact details. But now you see the villain side, like how you would see the heroes. Now you get both point of views, and now with this next arc, hopefully they just bam.
Yep.
It's gonna be all hype from there. Like Naruto fighting the Akatsuki, and it's just all action.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
So what did that girl think of it? You mentioned her, but
I think I was like, hey, so that wasn't terrible, right? And she was like, I get it. She was cool. She was down. She gave it a good shot.
I hope you dumped her.
Well, at least she went in there with you and watched it. And I'm more impressed about that.
Man, I wish all of the listeners right now can see what I'm seeing.
Yeah, we saw that earlier.
That is a tremendous cosplay. I mean, it looks like a gigantic cage. Do you guys know what this is from?
It looks familiar.
I don't know.
I think it's from South Park. Is that the South Park one where they're superheroes?
No.
Timmy had the cage.
If it is, that's amazing cosplay.
He has rollerblades on.
He's a kid, but that kid wouldn't know South Park. That is a child.
He has rollerblades on, so that's cool. So.
That is so cool.
You know what that is? I think.
No, not at all.
Okay.
And then the child over there, she had that Gogeta artwork I saw. That's pretty dope.
I can see over there.
Yeah.
I did see that too. Yes. That Dragon Ball Z movie that came out with Broly that artwork got crazy.
Yeah.
They broke a dimension and started fighting all over the place. I was like, what is going on?
The moment Whisk and Broly start going at it.
Yeah, I geeked out when Broly attempted to fight Whis. I think if Whis just fought back, the movie would have been done. I'm like, yep, credits, that's it.
Whis is just like, I have no part of this. Don't hit me. I can't touch you.
But it's funny, in Dragon Ball Super, the gods are the best characters. Because they don't do nothing. Physically, they don't do nothing. They just set the tone. They're like, all right, humans, you guys do this. See what happens. You guys are going to all fight each other for the sake of the universe. And they just sit there. They're like, because it's not going to happen to us, And yeah, Andrew, you recently caught up with Dragon Ball Super
I'm
finally.
done.
Finally, after
a year,
two
and
years.
It's still as good. And I'm able to watch those Watch Mojo videos and those top 10 videos now and those stuff that you didn't know videos. I'm like, cool, now I can get it. Like, the clown god, the one that looks like a clown. That him and his angel is supposed to be adaptation of Joker and Harley Quinn.
Yes.
And I guess there was a theory where they were like a couple, but Toriyama didn't like that, so he kind of rewrote it in a way where it's like, all right, they can't be together. But yeah, that's cool. I love them as the god. They're like probably like my favorite gods.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy?
Though?
In the Tournament of Power, the manga is a lot different from how they animated it. Because in the Tournament of Power, you see, how like when the gods tested out the battlefield. Well, really, what happened was all the God of Destructions fought, and Beerus at the end won, proving that he's the strongest god. Or God of Destruction out of all of them.
Why would they not put that in the?
Well, because the manga came out like after that. That's the thing. Like the guy, because I don't know why they do it like that. Because usually the flow is the manga comes out, then there's the anime adaptation. But with Dragon Ball Super, because of the hype, Dragon Ball Super took off with the anime, and then the manga got left behind. So when they were doing the Tournament of Power anime, releasing it, the manga was still in the Goku Black arc.
I mean, Beerus already looked like he was, the strongest one. Anyways, he doesn't act like it, but he looks. I mean,
and the thing is, like, he's overshadowed now because Goku's released his Ultra Instinct. Now people want to see if can Beerus reach that, and that's the big question in the latest arc right now. Can Beerus get to Ultra Instinct? Which I think he could if he wanted to. But then if he does, then he'd just wreck everyone.
Yeah, there's also a theory where the angels are already they're constantly on Ultra Instinct.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just, that's why their hair is the color they are, is that they're constantly Ultra Instinct. That's why they're able to fight the way they do. Especially when Broly fought Whis, like he's just kind of dodging him.
And the thing with Broly's character too, you've seen the Dragon Ball Super film.
Yes.
Right. So he's not eliminated. He's still alive in the storyline. So now he's going to be a bigger part in the Dragon Ball Super universe, which I think is pretty crazy because he was such a fan favorite just film-wise, but now he's a part of the actual storyline.
Yep.
He's going to be like their last weapon or something. That's what I think.
I mean, think of it. Like, if Goku doesn't have to be the strongest one now.
Yeah.
They beef Broly up to where it could be his show now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, now the focus is off Goku. You've got Broly now, another Super Saiyan that everyone knows his powers. So now you can have more room to play with. Like, okay, so Goku's not going to be the one that everyone knows Goku's going to win. There's Broly now.
Yep.
So that's a huge dynamic change with
and
the
he
characters.
can pull out Ultra Instinct, whatever,
Yeah.
just for a great moment, great scene.
Exactly.
Yeah, they can't pull Ultra Instinct out all the time. Then it just loses purpose, his meaning.
I think with
Because in the Broly movie, he didn't go.
Yeah, they teased it, but then he went Super Saiyan Blue. I was like, what the hell, And not even with Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, he didn't even get to that. He just turned blue and was whooping on Broly still. So I thought that was really badass too.
Yeah.
He does all the classic moves. He does that diamond throw move,
Yep.
hits Broly, unleashes super moves left and right, and then does the Kamehameha at him too, about to kill Broly. I'm like, damn, he's about to go all out.
Yeah. Well, it was well done. Did not expect the outcome at all for that movie, so I was impressed by it for sure.
Broly got it in with that green alien girl.
Oh, for sure.
She had to teach him how. Who else?
Unlock his power.
What made it so funny? Because I wasn't even thinking of that until I heard all the other audience members talking about Broly smashing later. I'm like, oh my god! You guys had to say it in the theater.
Well, I don't know. He never had to talk.
And they're doing it right in front of that other guy. Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
lot.
one bedroom. When Goku brought that capsule, he only saw one bed.
Right.
Just saying.
Yeah, that's cool. I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, do you guys think it would be cool if they did a spin-off of Universe 6 Sans?
I think so.
'Cause I think they would be good enough. You don't need to add any of the other characters. They could have a short mini series with
a filler.
with
Great thinking.
Cal, Kaba, and just watching the Tournament of Power themselves. They already have little story there.
I think all the universes really could have their own small spin-off when it comes to fillers. especially with Universe. What Universe 1 was it, or 1 was it Jiren's universe? Is that Universe 1? Or
No, it's 11.
11. Yeah, with Jiren's universe, I would want to see that because everyone like loved Jiren. Dude, he was whooping ass. It took him to get jumped in order to lose.
Yeah, he was very
Yeah,
threatening.
but he's already OP. I mean, it's like now they're gonna have to tell a story. Of, oh well, there's someone stronger than the gods, and
Well, he still has to fight the guy that killed his family too.
Yep.
That'd
And
be
that,
an easy
and that was a
fight.
huge. And during that time, the theory was that it wasn't even someone that killed his family. It was like the gods did it to him on purpose because they knew how powerful he was. That was one of the theories. So that would be a good twist.
So, just when I think you always try to predict where a show's going. I try to do it super, and they always throw me through a loop, and
Yeah.
then I always kind of have to decide: did I like what they did, or would I like my idea in my head? Like, for example, Tournament of Power would not even happen yet. That'd be the Mac Daddy almost towards the end of all Dragon Ball Z if I was writing it. I mean, they could have done more with Goku Black, personally.
Yes. I agree.
Especially give the fans what they freaking wanted and let Vegeta beat the bad Goku. Give us just what we wanted. We would have been happy with it. We would have took it. But it ended up not being about Goku Black. It was more about the Supreme Kai,
Yeah.
who was trying to, work his scheme. With different universes, I figured you can bring more terrible villains like a Frieza, Cell, with all these different universes.
Because there's more room to play now. They can cross over like crazy.
But now the Tournament of Power so soon, they really only made one universe look threatening with one guy there.
Yeah.
And what happens is Goku fight all the gods in a different universe for what reason though? And then you get the main priest, the dad of all the angels. He seems like he's a bad guy.
I thought
There's
he
that
was a
theory, too.
villain. I thought he was a
there's that
villain.
theory where all the angels are actually conspiracy against Zeno. So
Oh,
there's
I
a
like
theory.
that.
Yeah, 'cause
they
that-
use Goku and
Exactly.
all the other
I mean,
powers.
here's how I look at it. Zeno's too kiddish to where I don't even think he's smart enough to even come up with the idea of destroying every universe that they lose. Because he seems too innocent to even think of something like
Which
that.
is why everyone thought the priest was the villain, because he was the one saying all the rules. He was the one displaying the tournament. He was the one who made everyone fight each other. And so I thought he would have been a perfect villain. And then you think the angels are villains too. And then like for example, Whis turns. And Whis is like, yeah, I'm not putting up with this shit, so I'm going to fight along with my guys against you too. They had all this room to play with, and then like Juan said, they just kind of gave you that one moment, and then it shuts down everything else. So,
But they'll do something. They'll figure it out.
oh yeah,
They'll do something that we didn't think of, and we will be forced to like it because that's it.
Yeah.
We need a Dragon Ball Z, so it's like whatever they're gonna give us, we got to be like, it's great.
the latest manga arc right now seems really interesting because they've introduced another like
He's a-
cosmic villain.
Yeah, he looks like a goat,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, he's the next villain, and then
Billy Bob Thornton.
I can picture Billy Bob's voice in him. I can picture that. Yeah, but he's the next key villain, and then like with Broly coming in, Broly's gonna come in the picture too. So I can see this next arc being something pretty big too. But I agree. I do. Oh, go ahead.
No, actually, the part about Goku Black, they didn't need Trunks.
Oh.
They didn't need his past to bring that. Just be a different universe Goku, where you're just evil.
Yeah.
Like a vice versa to everybody. That would have been cool to watch a whole season.
Yeah, like
of.
as if Goku was a villain from the very beginning, and then he was conquering everything. So what Goku could have been if he hadn't slammed his head.
Goku who where Planet Vegeta didn't get destroyed and he was actually on a mission. He succeeded, and
He becomes like a General Zod version of himself.
That would have been I would love to see Goku in that depiction.
Yeah, I mean, there's some Reddit Reddit fan fictions where they swap Vegeta and Goku, where Vegeta's still a prince, but he's the good guy now, and Goku's the one coming back to grab Vegeta, like, hey, we got to do this because you're the prince.
Yep.
I think that would be a dope storyline too.
Yeah.
And weren't you working on some sort of like Dragon Ball fan-made film too?
Yeah.
The last time I saw you, were talking about that.
So basically, I just have an idea. I'm riding the coattails of the superhero genre. This has been in the works for at least 10 to 15 years. And since I sit on my hands and I don't move forward with it, I'm watching all these shows come out and just steal my thunder and my ideas. Like, I guess there's a show right now that everyone's obsessed with called The Boys. Yep, and I just hear it's great. And when I saw a trailer for it, I was like, you mother effer.
That was my idea.
It was my idea. So, yeah, it's going to be just superhero genre. And I'm going to try to make a show that anime fans get an anime vibe from. It's going to be super hard to do, but after being inspired and loving one of my favorite movies, Scott Pilgrim, I think it can be done in funny ways and serious tones. So that's what I'm working on.
Okay, that's great, man. So, anything you're working on, Andrew, with your film stuff? I know you mentioned earlier that you turned down a job for like Big Sean, right?
What an idiot!
A buddy messaged me and asked because he needed help because he wasn't gonna make it. He's going out of town, and he does work with because he almost actually he almost played for the NFL and he got hurt. So that kind of sucks, So, but he does. So we went to Specs Hard together. We were in the same class. Whenever I have something, he'll help out, and whenever he does need something, I'll help him out. So he needed help with some shoot, like at a Boys and Girls Club, and because Big Sean was doing something there, and NFL was doing something there, so she needed someone to shoot it. So I couldn't make it because I had to drop my fiance off at work, and also I already had plans to be here. So yeah, I had that happening, but from what you saw pictures Dow posted up on Facebook.
Yes, and shout out to Clean Slate Productions.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna be doing. So, but it's cool. I mean, I'm not a big Sean fan, or I don't watch the NFL, so it's like it wouldn't really have done anything for me,
Right.
Last time I did it was at a cigar bar down the street from here.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember.
Yeah, and I didn't really know who was who, and the rules like just don't get anyone like any of the current players drinking. Like I don't know any of the current players. I wouldn't know how to help you there. But yeah, it's good. There'll always be other opportunities. So, but yeah, I'm not really up to anything. Just kind of working and trying to. Dow's been busy, so we haven't really released my film yet. So.
My Film Academia?
My film.
My anything?
Yeah, my
My Food Academia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, that's it. I've been trying to find people to play Dragon Ball with, but like.
Oh yeah, you're playing the card game.
And I got a deck. What?
I just pick a deck. I'm like, all right, here you can have this one.
Yeah, but weren't you looking for foil stuff because of your cards? Like you had like the Goten and Trunks and Gotenks.
Well, I was looking for royal artwork just because like.
Does that work? Yeah.
I had a the 3D artwork from Border City Comic Con. I just want to like, cause if I'm gonna buy artwork, it's gonna be like I just don't like plain backgrounds. I want like it to be really colorful and stand out. Like the one that you got, like it's cool, it looks good, but I want it all to be like colorful.
Right, like bright colors.
Like I don't want it to just be bare.
Yeah.
Like I just don't want to see Goku in a white black background. I was like.
Like the manga.
Yeah.
It's funny you brought that up though, because at work, Andrew Lee on his keyboard has Goten and then Trunks and then in the middle Gotenks. So that's what the art I thought you were referring to.
Those are common cards actually. That they, cause the Dragon Ball Super card game they'll take some common cards and they'll make a rare foil of it. So I mean it's only $1, but it's like I bought them because there was a set where they puzzle set where you can actually put certain cards together as a puzzle piece, like the Trunks and Goten that I have. I just didn't have a Gotenks that fit, and I had one foiled one in my binder. That's not really part of this. It's not really part of the same arc that the Trunks and Goten I had was part of, but it's still them. So
Right.
yeah, the Gotenks is from the Geniba story, and then the other one's from Majin Buu.
Yeah, but it's around the same time frame.
Yeah.
So,
About
yeah.
there, but yeah, that's cool. Dragon Ball. People start playing it. Maybe it's starting to get bigger.
I'm pretty sure like Andrew's gonna be the one like I told you guys this card game was good. No one believes me. Like
Yeah, dude, they're almost on set 7. I mean, set 8. So going up to set 8, that's pretty cool. You know, like,
I'm gonna wait for that when people start messaging Andrew like, Andrew, you should play the Dragon Ball card
It's
game.
like, is it the plot of like Sword Art Online? You're the one guy who's super good, but you just act like you're a nobody.
yeah, that game's getting big. I mean, just like when Naruto came out like the first time around, no one played it. They stopped playing. They stopped printing them. So. And now, like, Dragon Ball's coming out, it's getting bigger, and this is a good time to be a fan of anything, because now everyone's coming out of the woodwork and just be like, oh, I actually love that way before any of you guys love it, but no one wanted to, you know, like being a nerd. Like, no one, it's not cool being a nerd until now, you know? Like, board games, everyone's playing board games now, which is cool.
Yeah, it's a good time to be alive, man. It's equality across the board when it comes to us nerds.
Yeah.
Like, think about Comic-Cons. You know, Comic-Cons just being someone's, like, some small hall. And look where it came to be now. Like, it's actually, like, we're at Cobo Hall. And it's, you know...
It's a major event.
It's made, like, after years and years of being made fun of for loving comic books, now it's like, look at San Diego. It's like,
and that's
5-day
like,
event.
with Comic-Con, it's like, it's not just generalized comic books anymore. It's like artwork, cosplay, anime. It's
pop culture.
Everything now. So, like, now you're drawing a huge huge services of other fandoms, and like everyone has a bit of everything in Comic-Con now. So I think that's why it's so big now, because like now you got people who love TV. All right, we're going to Comic-Con to meet the TV actors, and then you have your anime group and so on. But man, this I gotta say, overall, Michigan Comic-Con, I enjoyed it this year too. I mean, it's not hectic, which I like. I hope that they keep it that way. But at the same time, I wish, you know, I hope that this brand will grow as a Comic-Con down here, because Motor City right now is so unorganized and it's so hectic down there. That's why I don't really want to go there anymore, even though they have promising guests.
Yeah.
The environment here is just so much more easier. It's laid back. We got everything done within, less than 5 hours today? I got here early. I got here like around 8 o'clock. I was like, why am I here this early?
I was able to get in and get all my stuff, like, even like, it's not like at this time frame. Well, I think this year I went on a Sunday around 3 o'clock. Like, just getting my pass took forever.
Yeah.
Here I got in, like, I already bought my prepaid pass. I probably didn't need to buy a prepaid pass.
Yeah. You could have just bought one still.
Yeah. I got in there. I'm like, oh, okay, sweet. No line. But like, Motor City is like, there's so many lines, and you know, it's like you said, it's unorganized. It's crowded. Mainly because they have so many guests and so many different vendors out here.
Yeah, but like here, the vendors are pretty good too. I mean, they have good comic selections, good artists. I love the thing for me is I love the local artist scene. I'm always scoping it out, going back and forth to see which artist in the local Metro Detroit area stands out. Because there's tons of good artists here. It's just you gotta physically go and look at their work. But yeah, man. So this has been a great turnout, and thank you guys for doing the podcast today as well. Thank you, Juan, again for being a brand new guest for me as well.
Thank you.
I love expanding my guest list. You know, I don't want to always have Andrew constantly.
I know, this guy's boring.
I am boring. Shoot. Why do you think potluck? No, I'm kidding.
No, it's okay.
Aw, you're the man.
No, if it wasn't for Andrew, I wouldn't be doing this. But man,
Right.
At least it was for Rob Paulson.
well, that too. But you're the one who introduced me to the game, and I explained all of that in my other Popluck, or not Popluck. See that? It got me saying the previous name, the other spoiler first episodes as well. But yeah, man, this is episode 15. We're at Michigan Comic Convention. Again, thank you guys so much, and I do want to just say a few more things here before I wrap up. Just shout out to LP and Baymont Productions. Every episode that I have that I use his music, I'm always giving him credit to where credit's due. So make sure to check out LP Yang's music as well.
Mr. LP.
And then also check out Indochina Gardens as well up in Boyne City. High quality Chinese food. It's not the typical restaurant shit. It's high quality food. So make sure if anyone that lives up in like the upper near Mackinac area, Traverse City area, Boyne City is not too far. Check out that restaurant as well. And again, shout out to Anime Oils for the exclusive commissions here for the Demon Slayer artwork. And I do want to say, like, no one here had Demon Slayer artwork, and so the fact that she was willing to do this for me was perfect. And thanks to them. And what else am I gonna plug? Shout out to Stan Moa's booth as well, his artwork. Anything else you guys want to plug before we wrap up here?
Slate.
The United States of America and Jesus. Without him, there's no us. Aw.
All right. So again, this is Spoiler First Podcast. Thank you so much for listening and tuning in. Next week, I will have another new guest as well. He's a Marine, my first Marine guest as well. So I'm excited for that. So keep a lookout for that as well. And also, if I gave you a card at Michigan Comic Con and I took photos of you, please like and share the photos as well and tag yourself so we know that you have it or you've seen it. And I feel like I'm missing out something else, but I'm just gonna end it here because I'm gonna start rambling and that's another 30 minutes of nonsense. So thank you, and so continue to read your comic books, watch your anime, and Andrew's catchphrase or his ending line is always happy birthday as well. So happy birthday to anyone.
It's someone's birthday.
Yeah, it's someone's birthday today. Again, thank you, and have a great day.
See ya.
If you enjoyed this episode, follow my Instagram at RickyVang92, RICKYVANG92, and follow Popluck Podcast on Facebook.com/PopluckPodcast.